Let's set the scene in a quiet little town you might recognize. Living there was a student named Alex. Now, Alex was the kind of guy who had future success written all over him. He had a brilliant intellect, raw talent, and everyone around him was convinced he was destined for greatness. His goal? He didn't just want a job, he wanted to be a top-tier surgeon. On paper, his life looked perfect. But here's the thing, Alex was fighting a silent enemy that talent couldn't fix. He had absolutely zero command over his own attention span. His mind was like a browser with 100 tabs open. The second he opened his textbooks, his focus would drift, sometimes to the infinite scroll of social media, sometimes to video games, and often just into random daydreams. He fell into that classic trap of reassuring himself. I'm smart, I have plenty of time, I can always cram later. But we all know how that story goes. The irony is that later remained a distant illusion that never actually arrived. His parents and mentors tried to warn him that intelligence without effort is wasted potential. But Alex was convinced that being smart was his shortcut to success. He truly believed his natural talent was enough to carry him across the finish line. Then came the day of reckoning. The results of the crucial university entrance exam were published. Deep down, Alex had secretly hoped that a scholarship would magically appear to pave the way for his medical career. But when he scanned that list, his heart didn't just sink, it hit the floor. He hadn't just missed the top spot, he had failed completely. It was a gut punch. He looked around and saw his friends, people he considered less gifted, but who were far more consistent, securing high rank. The very teachers who once championed his potential now looked at him with something worse than anger: pity. That night, sitting alone in the dark, Alex felt a crushing sense of shame. It was a wake-up call. He realized for the first time that he wasn't lacking in brain power. He was lacking in character. He had squandered his most valuable asset, time. In that moment of defeat, a hard truth hit him. Intellect is completely useless without the will to harness it. Alex didn't wallow in self-pity for long. He made a vow to change immediately. He knew he couldn't do this alone, so he went looking for a mentor who taught more than just academics. He needed someone who built character. That's when he found Mr. Vance. Now, Mr. Vance wasn't just your average gym teacher. He was a legendary track and field coach known for turning scattered teenagers into disciplined champions. Vance wasn't just about physical speed. His specialty was mental endurance. Rumor had it that under his training, even the most chaotic minds found order. Alex approached him and laid it all on the table. "Coach, I am a slave to my distractions. When I try to work, my brain jumps around like a butterfly. How do I stop it?" Mr. Vance offered a knowing smile, the kind that says he's seen this 1,000 times, and replied, "Mastering the mind is the hardest sport of all, Alex. Come with me. Let me demonstrate something." He led Alex out to the archery range behind the school. He handed him a training bow, pointed to a target way across the field, and said, "If you can strike the bullseye, I'll know you have the capacity to focus." Alex stepped up, confident. He took the shot, and the arrow flew wide. It missed the board entirely. The coach asked a simple question. "What were your eyes locked on when you released the string?" Alex answered honestly, "Well, I saw the swaying trees, the open field, and the target board." Vance shook his head. "That is exactly why you failed. You are consuming the chaos." A true marksman sees only the center point. Nothing else exists. He looked Alex in the eye and drove the point home. Alex, your life is filled with the trees and fields of social media and digital noise. If you want to win, you must develop tunnel vision for your goal. Alex absorbed the lesson, but he needed the how-to. He asked, "Coach, that makes sense, but how do I actually build that tunnel vision?" Mr. Vance replied, "I will give you 4 non-negotiable rules. If you follow them, you will win." Rule number 1, mental redirection. When your thoughts wander, and they will, catch them immediately. Don't beat yourself up, just tell yourself, "This is my time to build my future," and snap back to the task. Rule number 2, structure. You need to design a rigid schedule. Define exactly when you grind and when you recover. Your brain craves rhythm. Give it one. Rule number 3, eliminate friction. Your phone and those apps, they are energy vampires. Lock them away when you work. If they are in reach, you've already lost. And rule number 4, consistency. You cannot build a fortress in a day. Small, daily repetitions are the secret to mental strength. Alex took these words to heart. He didn't just try them, he built a fortress around his study routine. He silenced his devices and stuck to his schedule like his life depended on it. Whenever his mind tried to escape to a daydream, he grounded himself with one thought: I am training to be a surgeon. Let's be honest, the first few weeks were agonizing. It felt like withdrawal, but slowly, his concentration began to solidify. He went from struggling to study for minutes to focusing for hours without a break. Months later, he sat for the next major evaluation. This time, he didn't just scrape by. He topped the leaderboard. Alex knew this wasn't luck. It was the compound interest of his new habits. A year later, the scene was very different. As Alex walked on stage to accept his award, he recalled Mr. Vance's most powerful analogy. He thought, the human mind is like a wild stallion. If you leave it untamed, it will drag you off a cliff. But if you break it in, if you train it, it will carry you to destinations you never dreamed possible. From that day on, Alex lived by one code: discipline the mind, and success will follow. I hope this story resonated with you. If you believe this message can help someone you know, maybe a friend who is struggling just like Alex was, please like and share this video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more life-changing strategies. I will see you again with another story of growth. Until then, stay patient, stay grateful, and keep moving forward.